Presentation title, From Training to Practice, Utilizing Special Needs Assessment Tools Through Teacher Training. Let's all welcome Ms. Camille D. Fuertes.
A very simple. I think it is not so complex, but it is a very meaningful application of learning and development if permitted to be applied. It is titled From Training to Practice, Utilizing Special Needs Assessment Tools Through Teacher Training. So it is aligned with the PPSH, specifically under CRA3 and CRA4 po, focusing on teaching and learning and developing self and others. Ayan po. So this application of LND is very close to my heart since I was a former SPED practitioner as well. So the lived experiences of our teachers are also based on my personal experience. So this has given me the very reason to pursue this LND. And this LND was also personally attended in the regional level from the development, finalization, and refinement of the regional assessment tools. So I was part of the writing of the assessment tools from the region level, and it was also shared during the division training spearheaded by Dr. Walter C. Estabilio. So these assessment tools were already shared to the division level, and I hope to share this to the school level po. Ayan. So for the rationale, one of the priority areas in the annual improvement plan or the school improvement plan of Gueco Balibago Elementary School is enhancing inclusive and learner-responsive practices that ensure that no child is left behind. However, at the classroom level, teachers commonly encounter learners who exhibit early signs of developmental delays or learning difficulties, often referred to as red flags or with manifestations. These learners struggle academically and socially, yet formal assessments are rarely conducted within the school due to a lack of trained personnel and accessible tools. When assessments are recommended, they are typically referred to private practitioners, posing a significant financial burden on parents, many of whom are unable to afford such services. Consequently, children who may need intervention or special placement are left undiagnosed, unsupported, and improperly placed in the regular classroom settings without accommodation. Furthermore, the absence of school-based intervention programs and limited teacher training contributes to the persistent gap between policy and practice in inclusive education. This LND directly supports the AIP's learning and development goal to improve teacher capacity in addressing diverse learner needs. Ultimately, this initiative contributes to the realization of inclusive, equitable, and quality education as envisioned in both the AIP and the department's broader inclusive education framework. So for the challenges, there is definitely a limited training. Many teachers face significant gaps in detecting red flags among learners in the general education setting. So based on reported cases, there are so many teachers who report to the office that there are learners that are placed in their classroom, learners with manifestations daw po sila. And they are directly referring these children in the SNED program without any proper further assessment and intervention. So another challenge is there is no assessment tool available. The absence of localized assessment tools in the school level in detecting red flags or manifestations among learners. For the description of the training attended to apply, the training titled Development, Validation, and Finalization of the Special Needs Assessment Tools for Learners with Disabilities was a specialized capacity building initiative aimed at strengthening the inclusive education framework through evidence-based assessment practices. Organized to support the implementation of inclusive education policies, the training focused on equipping participants with the competencies to develop, validate, and apply standardized assessment tools suited for identifying learners with disabilities. The knowledge and skills gained from this training are highly relevant at the school level, particularly in addressing gaps identified in the AIP, such as the lack of early identification mechanisms, absence of intervention pathways, and the need for increased teacher capacity. Applying this training in GBES will not only enhance classroom teachers' ability to recognize and support learners with special needs, but will also pave the way for a more structured, school-based learner support system that aligns with inclusive education mandates. So for the key concepts of this L&D, the purpose of the training, specialized capacity building initiative, strengthens inclusive education framework, and focus on evidence-based assessment practices. Relevance to the school, lack of early identification mechanisms, absence of intervention pathways, and the need for increased teacher capacity. And for the expected outcomes, enhance teachers' ability to recognize and support learners with special needs, and establish a structured school-based learner support system aligned with inclusive education mandates. For the gap analysis, the following gaps were revealed, paving the way for the proposed application of L&D. First is the lack of trained personnel, assessment tools, the absence of clear identification and referral system, the absence of validated tools at the school level, and inadequate collaboration between teachers, parents, and SPED personnel. For the objectives of the L&D, first, it is to provide teachers with basic knowledge on detecting delays, learning difficulties, and behavioral issues among learners, train teachers in utilizing the regional special needs assessment tools, and enhance intervention strategies of teachers dealing with learners with manifestations or disabilities. So for the participants, we will include 103 teachers of Gueco Balibago Elementary School from kinder to grade 6, including our SNED teachers. For the data gathering, track and monitor the implementation of the activities, evaluate the impact, and for the analysis plan, prepare the AR and analyze the impact of the activity through an evaluation tool and the number of learners that will be assessed using the assessment tools. And for the timeline of activities, first, for the needs assessment, conduct gap analysis and assessment of needs of teachers in terms of early detection of delays in addressing learning difficulties and behavioral issues, design a plan of action through an application of L&D, conduct orientation and capacity building sessions on the use of special needs assessment tools, distribute validated assessment tools, and establish protocols for usage and documentation, and gather results from teachers for analysis and evaluate the application of L&D. For the budget allocation, we hope to utilize around 27,050 pesos po for this run of the activities. Yun lamang po. Thank you so much po.
Thank you very much, Ma'am Camille, for presenting your application of L&D titled From Training to Practice, Utilizing Special Needs Assessment Tools Through Teacher Training. I check your paper and you have attachment, no? You have the memorandum, the certificate. Please add the individual development plan, and I think this is embedded in your key result area as head teacher.
Yes.
So we can see the alignment and relevance of this proposed L&D with your current position. Okay. So first, I would like to commend for establishing clear gaps in your rationale. Okay. So in your rationale, you mentioned we have this limited teacher trainings and absence of school-based intervention programs. Okay, so in your paper, you also enumerated the different concerns, such as lack of trained personnel, assessment tools, absence of clear identification referral system, absence of validated tools, inadequate collaboration between teachers and parents, and SNED personnel. And you have two objectives, right? So your first objective is provide teachers with basic knowledge on detecting delays, learning difficulties, and behavioral issues among learners. Second, train teachers in utilizing regional needs assessment tools. I suggest, Ma'am Camille, if we can merge number one and two objectives. Because when you provide teachers with basic knowledge, you are going to train them, right? So, by merging it, we will have these merge objectives. Train teachers with basic knowledge on detecting delays, learning difficulties, behavioral issues among learners, and in utilizing regional needs assessment tools. And then your second objective will be, dito na ako mag-suggest, Ma'am Camille.
Yes po.
Iniisip ko kasi, kung ang magiging output mo is training of teachers, medyo shallow, no? Nakita ko kasi dito, meron kang tools na i-validate. Are you going to develop tools?
No, sir. These were already developed and refined in the regional. Actually, there is a regional memo that they can already be used in our schools. So, we were part of the development and the refinement. Kaya po, yun yung medyo naisip ko. Opo. So, ready-made na po yung mga tools.
Okay, so the tool itself is already for utilization.
Yes po. But the school, before utilization, there are protocols po kasi they have to be explained to the teachers because they need to receive that kind of orientation muna and training kasi po baka check-check lang po sila ng check.
And that is part of your objective, yung
Yes.
trained teachers in utilizing the regional special needs assessment
Yes
tools.
po.
Iniisip ko lang dito, kung yung tool itself is standardized, yung kasing number 3 mo, enhanced intervention strategies eh.
Opo.
When we enhance, there is an existing intervention strategies that you need to improve, right? Possible ba para maging ako, adding challenge no, to your paper, mag-propose ka ng intervention strategy? If not, propose an instructional material for learners no, with manifestations or disabilities. What do you think? Kaya?
I think that would be another output.
Yun yung pinaka-output mo.
Yes
Oo.
po.
Kasi yung training, parang
Part of the
kinascade mo
process.
lang
Yes
siya.
po.
Oo.
I'm thinking, sir, if it could be the intervention programs that they can make po after nilang gamitin yung mga tools. Kasi they will detect learners po, right? Ang nagiging problem po kasi like, for example, in the ECCD or in the MFAT, right after administering those assessments, wala na tayong pinanghahawakan after nilang makita na meron ng red flags yung bata. I don't think there's a document after that. Like after the MFAT, all we do is get the results, right? That's why the teachers, I do not really want to overburden them with another document or another ano. So, kaya parang gusto ko talaga, sir, intentionally na it is not so ano talaga sa part ng teacher. Pero considering po na parang ayaw lang natin na we will wait for the child to be formally diagnosed before natin siya matulungan. So parang ganun lang, sir, yung naisip ko. Gets ko po yung ano, sir, na parang after makascade,
Tapos na.
after nun, ano po yung mangyayari.
Yes,
Parang
oo.
ganun po siya.
Kumbaga, anong meron siya kapag application? Parang
Yes
you
po.
just applied what you know from the training. Pero what is the output
Yes po.
from the learning that you had aside from the training, no? Parang it's more of normal lang na nagkaskade ka lang. Yung kasi nakikita ko, kasi yung gap number 1 mo, lack of trained personnel assessment tools, check na. Nandun na sa objective 1
Yes
mo.
po.
Absence of clear identification, referral system, pwedeng ipasok sa objective 1. Absence of validated tools, nasa objective 1. Yung inadequate collaboration between teachers, parents, and SNED personnel, hindi ko nakikita sa objective mo. So, pwedeng tanggalin natin ito.
Okay po.
No? Kasi you cannot answer all the gaps in your paper. So, tanggalin na natin yon, magdadalawa na lang. Yun nga ang iniisip ko. Kasi this is your output, not output of the teacher. So, what do you think? Ikaw yung kakausapin ko, ma'am. Is it, ang gusto ko sana, you are proposing, no? Proposal lang, hindi naman mag-undergo ng quality assurance.
Opo.
Hindi ka mukha ng kay ma'am kanina kasi gagamitin yun eh.
Opo.
Ikaw
Opo.
naman hindi mo gagamitin. That is
Opo.
the product of what
Opo.
you...
Parang
of the
maganda
training.
po yun, sir, yung nabanggit po ninyong una. Yung intervention strategy.
Strategy.
Opo, more on mga strategies for with delays and manifestations.
Mm-mm.
Opo.
Yun, at least unique yun.
Opo.
Sa'yo yun,
Yes
ma'am. No? Instead of enhance, you proposed intervention
Develop. Opo.
strategies for learners with manifestations or disabilities.
Yes po.
Yun lang. Actually, kapag nakuha mo yun, okay na okay. Palaban ang LND mo, ma'am.
Opo. Thank you po.
Yun lang, ang pinaka-output mo lang dyan is the intervention strategy. Kasi
Yes.
given na yung training eh.
Yes po.
They cannot do the intervention strategy if they did not undergo the training.
Yes.
Diba?
Yes po.
And the intervention strategy, yun, naka-base din siya papaano yung utilization ng assessment tool
Yes
and the
po.
like.
Yes po. Well
Yun,
noted
Ma'am
po.
Camille. Yun lang naman.
Opo.
Actually, well-written ang paper.
Opo.
Wala akong maiko-comment. Ang gusto ko lang is to challenge the paper.
Yes po.
Dahil okay ito, kasi sa kalidad mo, ma'am, parang hindi enough lang yung training as the
Opo.
output.
Actually, sir, because I have no idea with the LND, so all along I thought it was just, yung...
Re-echoing, parang
I thought it was just like that, sir, but challenge accepted po.
Oo.
Opo. I will further my paper.
Okay,
Ano
thank
po.
you.
Thank you so much po, Doc Mandy.
Congratulations for
Thank you po.
accepting the challenge.
Thank you po.